Hey guys, it's Defaultilizer here. Anyway, I know this video is overdue, but I just got busy with top 25 YouTubers and the video for next week that I didn't really have time to fit it in. But without further ado, here are my thoughts on Nintendo's April Fool's Direct. Yeah, kind of unfortunate that they uploaded it on the day that no one's doing anything serious. Cultural differences or something, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to be going over all the different things that were mentioned in the Direct. Well, okay, not all the different things, just the stuff I care about. So, without further ado, let's begin. Well, we start off this Direct with Smash and advertising Mewtwo, and I'm starting to see why Nintendo released the two big sellers pretty early, so they could add on a bunch of different stuff to it. Next, they announced that Lucas was going to be a DLC character for Smash 4, and this tagline couldn't be any more accurate. Lucas comes out of nowhere. I mean, was anyone expecting this guy? I mean, it's just, when they could have put in someone like Roy, who everyone wanted, or maybe an exciting new character, they instead chose the guy whose moveset was very much the same as another character, and whose game wasn't even released in America officially. I don't hate Lucas, I'm not mad that he's coming back, I'm just kind of surprised that they didn't take the opportunity to introduce a new character, or, well, actually no, it probably wouldn't have taken too long to copy Lucas's moveset down. I guess I can understand why they put him in, and who knows, maybe there actually was a big demand for Lucas that I just didn't know about. And then there was the part that everyone was excited for, the Smash Bros. Fighter Ballot. I honestly think this is a good idea, sort of getting fans' input on what characters should be in the game. I haven't used it yet because I'm still coming up with an idea. I mean, my biggest choice was Raz, and you know there's no way in a million years he would get in. Although he said you can only do it once, but come on, do you really think people are going to obey that rule? Just saying. Then there's Mario Maker. Oh man, am I excited for this one. Granted, I'm not the biggest fan of 2D Mario, but just being able to design my own levels for it is an opportunity I can't resist. And especially it's nice considering the fact that they let you do 4 different art styles for it, which is actually pretty cool. Then there's Yoshi's Woolly World, which I honestly don't know if I'm going to get yet. I don't know, it looks interesting. I like how they went all out with the style, kind of the same way Epic Yarn did, but you know, even bigger. And I don't know, I like how Nintendo's doing a lot of unique art styles with some of its games, like Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. I never picked that one up because I didn't like Canvas Curse, but I like the idea of having creative art styles like this. And who knows, I might pick it up. I don't really know yet though. Then we get to Splatoon, which this year it's pretty much Nintendo's equivalent of what they did for Smash Bros. Last year. And honestly, I think that's a good approach because Nintendo's has a lot of failed new IPs, and I really hope this one doesn't become one because it looks really good. My reaction to their advertisement for it was twofold. One, oh my god, yes, please advertise this more. A ton of people need to buy this game. It looks great. And my other reaction was, oh come on, I already decided I'm buying the game. You don't need to fuel the hype machine in me anymore. Then they announced that they're putting both N64 and DS games on the Virtual Console. I think this is pretty cool, but at the same time, I just wish they would start putting GameCube games on there. Seriously, I want to download Luigi's Mansion, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, and the first 2 Pikmins onto it. Oh well, GameCube's probably next. I mean, they've done pretty much everything else. I guess they were just saving the least popular system for last. Then there were a couple indie games introduced. The first one that really caught my eye was Octodad Dadliest Catch. When I first saw it, I simply thought, oh my god, this is the dumbest thing I have ever seen. But you know, maybe it'll be interesting. I don't know. It seems like maybe I'll have to get it just to see how dumb it really is. And you know, who knows, it might actually be really good. It might be an amazing game. I don't really know. It looks weird, but interesting. I think I might pick it up. I'm aware it's on Steam for Mac, but I think I'll just wait till it comes out on the Wii U. Just personal preferences, really. There's also Don't Starve Giant Edition, and I saw Don't Starve on Steam and stuff, and it looked interesting, but it was only for PC. So now I think I can actually pick it up and try it out for myself, and who knows, it looks like a pretty good game. Then there was the Puzzles and Dragons Mario Edition. When he said, if you're a fan of Mario, puzzles, and RPGs, I'm thinking, oh, is there going to be another Mario RPG? And I was thinking, oh, that's right, they mentioned this earlier. But you know, from what they've seen, it actually looks pretty good. I mean, it can't be worse than Sticker Star was. And it actually does look like it could be pretty enjoyable. I just wonder if I can get it separately from the regular Puzzles and Dragons, just because I don't really have that much interest in that one and kind of just want the Mario version. Then they had their montage of indie games, and one thing came to mind that I sort of finally realized. Nintendo's figured out a big niche for the Wii U that works out for them. Sure, some third-party developers might not really be that interested because of the new technology, but indie developers are always willing to take on a new and interesting challenge, and even the ones who aren't utilizing the Wii U gamepad are still putting their stuff on there, and that's really what Nintendo's trying to be encouraging. I mean, there's a whole section of the eShop specifically dedicated to indie games. I mean, Nintendo's pretty much gone out of their way to make the Wii U the best place for indie developers to put their stuff, other than Steam, obviously. Speaking of a much different kind of Steam, they also had some new announcements for Codename Steam. There was the Amiibo functionality, which I don't really care about because I don't use Amiibo, but there was also speeding up the enemy turns, which was very important. Look, I'm not gonna lie, how long the enemy turns took was probably the biggest problem with Codename Steam, but now they fixed it. All better. P.S. I'll probably be doing a review of Codename Steam sometime soon. Another eShop title they announced was Box Boy, and here's an example of why putting off a reaction video like this isn't always the best idea. I've actually already bought and played Box Boy. Here are my thoughts on it, cause it's not enough to do a full-on review of. It's a good game. Really, what you see is what you get. If this gameplay and puzzle stuff looks interesting to you, you're gonna like the game. If not, then you're not going to like the game. It's as simple as that. They also announced some of the new games on Street Pass, and while I haven't bought any of them yet, although the Haunted Mansion one looks kind of interesting, one of the games they announced here really caught my eye. And no, it is not the fishing game. The one that caught my interest was Battleground Z. Basically, zombies are invading, but the thing that made it kind of interesting is that people use their hobbies as weapons, like music or other stuff. I don't really know. It actually looks pretty interesting. I might pick it up if I ever decide to pick up any Street Pass titles. Look, if I pick up a Street Pass game, this will be my first one. Then I'll get the Haunted Mansion one. Last but not least, they talked about their other big seller, Mario Kart. Now, what they did was they announced the whole Animal Crossing DLC thing. I already pre-ordered that, so I already knew it was coming, but I'm excited to see the new courses and such. And last but not least, there was 200cc. And let me just say, count me out. I can barely manage 150cc. I think 200cc I would get in last place every single time. So those were my thoughts on the Direct, really all the things I had anything to say about, and I hope you enjoyed.